guys and girls, it's Tuesday the 30th of March 2021. It's 12:30. Gina doesn't like me going anywhere near a paintbrush because apparently I put too much paint on the brush and make a giant mess everywhere. So that's okay with me, you know. If she wants to jump around on ladders and paint walls and stuff, I'm not going to stop her, you know. So it's been a couple of days since we cleaned out this pool, and it's mostly dry apart from a couple of areas where I think what's happening is moisture that was in the wall is slowly starting to drain out, almost like a sponge releasing its water. And we have a little bit of damage in this corner here that's going to need to be sort of re-skimmed. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of days we'll be able to paint the inside of this pool. We've got some blue pool paint. Costs a fortune, this stuff. So yeah, hopefully we won't need to use too much of it. But yeah, we're going to wait a few days for that. And for now, Gina's just painting the most difficult parts first, which is up in the eaves here, and then we're going to paint the whole side wall and this whole room on the side here. You're going to help us with the painting? You good girl. You sweet doggy. Oh. As you know, we're very far away from the sea, and yet we've got hundreds of seagulls flying over. It's very strange. I don't really know what's going on there. Hey guys and girls, it's Ken here from OK Portugal. Today's the 31st of March 2021, and we are here with Evysbees, and they are doing a split for us today. We had our old hive, which was on that side, and if you've been watching our previous episodes, you'll know that that hive basically grew too big. It's the springtime, there's lots of pollen, there's lots of nectar and stuff, and so the hive reaches a certain size, and then it creates queen cells. It basically starts to create new queens. And then the old queen will take off with half of the hive and fly away. So what we want to do is we want to stop that from happening, and we want to put that new queen inside a new hive. And that way we can create something called a split, where you split the hive in half. So Cone and Evie are currently taking a whole bunch of food frames, a whole bunch of brood frames, putting them inside the new split hive, and they are also moving some of the queen cells so that a whole bunch of new queens are going to be born inside this new hive. They've also found the old queen, and they're making sure that the old queen stays with the old hive, and that they leave the old hive with enough food and brood and stuff so that they can continue to be a strong hive.
Now we have already put here all the queen cells.
Okay.
We still have here some queen cups.
Okay.
But now I'm going to close these cups. It's going to stop.
Yes.
And they have a queen, and they're going to have space to make more, so it's no more necessary to have more.
So a queen cup is the start of something that can potentially become a queen cell.
Yeah.
And if you close those off, then they're not going to lay an egg in there, they're not going to create a queen. If a new queen gets born in this box, potentially the old queen's going to take off with half of the hive, and then we're going to lose half of our beehive.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen now.
No. So this one's now done, and we just...
Yeah, we put the feeder also back on.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen our previous video on this, this sugar water basically mimics nectar for the bees. And with nectar, what they do is it helps them to pull out the frame, or it helps them to build honey frame.
The comb, the wax.
Or sorry, honeycomb, wax comb.
Wax.
So So giving them this helps them build on those empty frames, and it helps them to build the hive faster. Yeah, so thanks guys, thanks for coming around, and I'm so excited because this is well, this is all good news, you know. This is
it's very good news.
I'm feeling really positive about the beehives, you know. We had a bit of a rocky start last year, and now it's now a success story.
There's 16 brood frames in this one. Just 15.
Okay.
So and we make a split from with 6. So you still have 9 in this one. So that's
Plenty.
very good. Yeah, and gonna grow very fast in a few weeks. This is actually high season now. We're in the high season of the spring. The first flowers are still there, and all the new ones are popping up. You see it, huh?
Yeah, we've got tons of flowers all the way around here.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is all going to work out perfectly. We're going to have this new hive up and running, and
yeah, finger crossed.
Yeah. And then the next thing to do is a queen excluder and a top box, you know, the honey super box.
Yeah, the honey super.
And
so all the honey is in these hives, in these boxes.
Yeah.
It's for the bees.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're only gonna take the small honey super for us.
Yes.
Yeah. If the bees make 10 kilos of honey for us, they eaten around 40 to 50 kilos themselves already.
Yes. Yes.
So it's their honey. Yeah.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah, because lots of people ask us like, oh, have you tasted the honey yet? And that's the thing is this is all of their honey, and once we get to a stage where the hive's big enough, then we'll put another box on, and that becomes ours.
Yeah.
And we can't wait for that time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and see you soon.
Bye. Be happy.
Be happy. Beehive yourself.
Beehive yourself. Oh, and I'm going to put a link here for Evysbees, and so you can check out their YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and follow them and see what they get up to. It's Easter 2021, and it's a beautiful day, a little bit of wind, and Gina, she's carrying on with the rest of the painting for the plunge pool. So we've had to wait for a couple of days because unfortunately it was raining and we just needed the concrete to dry properly, but it's looking pretty good.
I'm matching with my t-shirt.
Yeah. Now, if you want to build yourself a swimming pool in Portugal, or if you want to build anything actually, you do need to get planning permissions. Now, we aren't actually building this thing. This is an existing agricultural water tank, and all we're actually doing to it is painting it up, cleaning it, painting it, and we're going to build some steps to go inside and out. And technically and legally speaking, this thing is still actually an agricultural water tank. It's going to be irrigating our vegetable garden, which is just on this side. There's another pipe on the other side that you open up and it irrigates the orchard and the rest of the garden. Basically the reason why we're cleaning it up is because we want to have the ability to actually walk inside there and cool off. So it's not a swimming pool. We aren't installing a professional swimming pool filter. We aren't doing any of those things. We are technically just painting it up, making it look pretty, and filling it up with nice clean water. Happy Easter, everyone. It's a beautiful day here in central Portugal. I'm down by Bob the camper van. I'm joined with Mimo in the background and the sun. So Gina, What the hell's just happened?
I fell out the back of Bob.
So Bob's the camper van and Gina took a tremendous fall off the back of Bob.
Yeah, I screamed like a girl because I saw my foot going in the wrong direction.
And now,
that's very swollen.
yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but her whole foot's coming out.
And it throbs like a bastard.
Oh, shame, man. So Gina's, well, she's not really able to walk up to the house. So I'm just going to drive down there quickly and see if I can pick her up. Cool, well this is like the first time that I've driven down this road this year in a regular car. But yeah, she's really messed up her leg, or her ankle at least. Shame, man, she can't even walk on it. We don't think it's broken. We think she's just given herself a bad sprain, but we're going to keep an eye on it. So yeah, I'm just going to drive her up there and hopefully she'll be alright. Gina's not feeling too good. She's not feeling too good at all. Her ankle is really badly swollen now. So we're phoning the ambulance, hopefully. So Gina needs to go to the hospital. But I can't drive in Portugal. I don't have a Portuguese driver's license, and it's a long story, but let's just say that I can't drive in Portugal. So we're going to have to get a friend, and it's Easter, and there's roadblocks because of lockdown, and yeah, so we're just trying to see if we can get a friend to help us here and drive Gina to the hospital. But for the time being, she's not a happy bunny. Are you not a happy bunny?
No, it hurts.
Say hello, Gina. Gina's in a little wheelchair. No, what? No. So yeah, she's not. Well, we're just at the hospital here in Covilha, and yeah, we're just going to go and get an X-ray and see whether or not Gina's managed to really mess her leg up. Hello, Gina. Oh my goodness, look at your leg. Jeez. That is crazy. So yeah, Gina's broken her leg. We've had a big thunderstorm. I managed to get back from the shops on my bicycle just in time before huge hailstones have come down. And the lights have gone off, so we've got no electricity. But we've got some candles and we have the fire. It's not actually cold, like we're not making a fire because it's freezing or anything. It's quite literally just there for some light. Yeah, we just wanted to say a big thank you and a shout out to Nick for coming to the rescue and taking Gina to the hospital. You know, without you, we would have been stuffed, basically. Yeah. So thank you so much, man. And
thank you.
Yeah, and Gina, everyone's asking, like on social media, like, what the hell happened? You know, like, what's wrong with Gina's legs? So, yeah.
So, Ken was down at Bob getting some sunshine and drinking some beer. You were drinking beer that day.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I'd go down and join him. I'd used up the paint that I could for the pool, so I thought I'll have a rest and go down and join Ken. So I went strolling down there. In Bob, we've got, sorry, that was a huge bit of thunder.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear the thunder on these lapel mics, but it's a big storm.
Yeah, so I went down there. All our camping chairs are inside Bob. So Kim was already sat on one, so I went into Bob to get the other camping chair out.
Bob's a camper van. He's our camper van, if you don't know, yeah.
Yeah. Came out of Bob, put my foot on the step, so Bob's quite high up and we have just a little step that stands outside. Put my foot on there, managed to slip off like you do, and saw my foot facing the wrong way for a millisecond. Ken was almost going to laugh until I started screaming like a banshee.
Yeah. She basically, it looked like she stepped out, slipped off the step and landed on her bum, and it looked really funny, and it's one of those things where you almost can't help but laugh, but then I realised that she was actually quite badly hurt, so yeah.
Yeah, normally when I hurt myself I just go really, really quiet. I don't say or do anything, but this time I just screamed like a banshee for a good minute, 2 minutes.
Probably 5 minutes.
I don't think it was that
It was a very, very long time, yeah. I was thinking that you maybe sprained it and you were like, at first I was thinking, wow, okay, this is really that painful? Because, you know, sprained ankles are really painful, but yeah, it wasn't a sprain.
Yeah, so I laid on the floor for a little while, screamed my face off. The dogs didn't know what to do, so they were in the way. Ken helped me get up and we sat on a chair. You came up and got some frozen cauliflower because we didn't have any peas.
Well, we didn't have peas, yeah.
And so we just sat down there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I thought it was time to come back up. I went to stand on it and there was no way that I was going to be able to stand on that. And then you saw Ken bringing the car down to bring me up.
Yeah. And then we also saw, because Gina actually hasn't watched the video yet, but and we saw Gina lying on the sofa here, and at that stage then we knew that there was a problem. So
yeah, I was having to scoot myself to the toilet on my bum because I couldn't get there. I just couldn't put any weight on it. So yeah, about 2.5 hours after I did it, I decided it wasn't a sprained ankle. That felt very, very different. So
and then because it was a public holiday, it was Easter, we couldn't get a taxi because we tried phoning different taxis, but we couldn't get one. And then we didn't know what friends to ask because, you know, it's Easter and it was in the evening, everyone's drinking beer, and fortunately Nick came to the rescue. And thank you so much, man. It's really, really appreciated, and we definitely owe you one.
But Ken missed out a step in that there's a number that you can phone here, the SNS number.
Yes.
That you can phone. It's like an emergency. In England, I think it's similar to like the 111 call, where it's not an emergency, but you want to speak to somebody.
Yeah.
And there's an English part to that, so you just go through on number 9.
On number 9, yeah, and then they speak English or can speak English.
Yeah, so that we told them all the symptoms, which is great then because it goes on your details, and then when you're at the hospital, all your details are already written down in Portuguese for the doctors. So they agreed with us that it needed to be x-rayed, and they phoned ahead to the hospital, Cavillia Hospital, Yeah, I just said that we had to make our own way there because I wasn't dying. I felt like
Yeah.
I was dying, but I wasn't.
Yeah, they basically wanted her to crawl there on her hands and knees because it wasn't an emergency. But yeah, I mean, I can understand, you know, in these times during pandemics and stuff. Strangely enough, though, the hospital only had about 7 people inside, so I'm not sure what that was all about. But yeah, what was it like in the hospital? It was pretty good.
It was really good. Yeah, it was really welcoming. The guy at the front, there's like a security guard at the front, and he bought us a wheelchair because I couldn't walk in. And then Ken wasn't allowed to come in with me. I just had to be there on my own. Same as England, saw a triage nurse, get sent through. Saw a doctor who couldn't speak English, but that's why it was useful. My notes were there, and my ankle was so swollen at that point, I just had to point to it.
You don't really need to explain what's going on.
Yeah, I had an injection of something, but the nurse didn't speak English, so I think it was probably morphine, so I was proper happy at that point. Had an x-ray, and then a doctor who was able to speak English with me told me I'd broken my fibula. Which is the fibula, which is the smaller bone of the 2 in your leg.
It's like the outside bone on your ankle.
Yeah, but right at the ankle. So it was a break, and he said 5 to 7 weeks. But like I say, the morphine had kicked in by then, so I was like, yay, whatever.
She was having a great time. She was having a great time in the car.
And then, so I've got to go back Monday. So they've just put a back cast on for this week for the swelling to go down. And then Monday I go back for another x-ray to make sure it's healing properly. And for whatever, I'm hoping they'll put me in a boot, but I don't think they will.
So basically what we've learned from all of this is don't break your ankle.
Don't fall out of bob.
Yeah, don't break your ankle. It's not good fun. She's not going to be able to enjoy the swimming pool when it's ready. It's going to be ready soon, I hope. And actually, Nick, the guy that took us to the hospital, he's also a builder, and he is going to be helping us with this pool build. So you're probably going to see a little bit more of Nick in our next video. Or hopefully, if Nick has the time to come over here and help us by next weekend. So
I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks it won't hurt so much and I can get back in the pool to finish the painting.
Yeah. But I don't think she's going to be getting in the actual water with her cast on. So I'm going to enjoy it for both of us. I'm going to make sure that I have double the amount of beers and double the amount of fun, you know, just, you know, because it would be bad not to, you know.
Yeah. But I'd just like to say the medical service here was fantastic.
And free. We didn't have to pay anything.
Free. I had to buy my crutches, but that's fine. They were like €8 each.
$7.50.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, if you have lived in South Africa or America or something like that, and you break a foot or you break a leg or something, you know, you're going to have to take out a big loan just to pay for all of that. And here, nope, no problem, all covered.
I did have my medical number. I can't remember what that's called in Portuguese.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But I have got my medical number because I've got my Portuguese driving licence.
And your residency.
Yeah, my residency. So and probably because it was trauma surgery, so it's emergency trauma surgery.
She's traumatised.
I am a little bit. I'm not.
She's been living with me long enough that now she's traumatised.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping yet at night time because every time I roll over, my foot gets caught up in the duvet and wakes me up in pain. So like 4 nights of no sleeping is taking its toll. But I'm all good.
Yeah.
All good.
Well, if you've made it all the way through the end of this video, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the like button because it really helps. Also, follow us on social media. I'm not sure, I'm either going to put it up there or over there or something. We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram. We're going to be doing or launching some interesting stuff soon. I'm not actually going to tell you what it is yet because I don't want to give it away. But hopefully in the next episode, we're going to be launching something really cool. I'm sure you guys will like. But yeah. I actually hope that you can even see us right now because it's really dark in this room. I might have to delete this whole clip. But anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Lots of love to you all and ciao for now.
Bye. Thank you for all my well wishes.